Hello everyone, thank you for gathering here today, and we're going to go ahead and go over our Week 6 picks for the Bush League. You may be thinking your team is doing well. Well, guess what? A lot of teams are doing well, and a lot of teams are just a little bit away from doing well. We have a bunch of teams that are either tied for the last playoff spot or already have a playoff spot if the season ended today. That's 11 out of the 12 teams. But let's get to this week's picks. It's Week 6. It's the Bush League. It's time to make some picks. Our first pick this week is Michael Atkinson Esquire against Daniel Lavoie. Daniel Lavoie, of course, is the commish emeritus, meaning he used to be the commissioner. But, he's not anymore. Looking at the lineups here, Mike, he has LaShawn McCoy. He has Christine Michael. But Daniel has Julio Jones, I don't know what y'all think, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go with Mike Atkinson. Mike Atkinson is a lawyer. He knows how to make a case for his team, like I said last week. And I don't think that Julio is going to make a big impact this week. He's kind of hit or miss. When he hits, he hits huge, 300 yards. But guess what? He's not hitting this week. So this week, I think I will go ahead and go with, bam, Mike Atkinson to lay the smackdown on Daniel Lavoie. That's right, Daniel. Maybe you should make all of your lineup adjustments before the beginning of the week this week. Yeah, that's right. Bam. All right, so our next matchup is the commission's wife, Kate Lavoie, the defending champion, against Big Chris. Big Chris had a big loss last week against the commish, the 2014 champion of this league. And you know what? I think that an exclamation point is going to be made this week. Yeah, that's right. Big Chris is going to have another big loss this week. People are going to come up to Chris and they're going to say, Chris, how's your self-esteem looking this week? And he's going to laugh, and he's going to say, you know what? My self-esteem is a big disappointment. That's right. You're going to even be more disappointed this week, Chris, because this is my lock of the week this week. This week, I am going to pick Kate Lavoie to demolish you. You're going to be a sad little puppy. That's right. You're going to be a sad little puppy because Kate Lavoie is defeating you this week. That's right. Defeating Big Chris this week. Big Chris is going to have a big loss as Kate Lavoie defeats him 115-82. That's right, a big defeat. Kate is looking like she's going to have a playoff spot this year. Our next matchup is Harrison May against Alex Curdut. Alex, you're my brother-in-law now. But you know what? Just because you're my brother, I still have to call him like I see him, I have to be a little bit of Honest Abe here. Honest Abe never told a lie. Or no, that was George Washington, but Honest Abe was honest too. You know what? And I'm honestly looking at your lineup. Matthew Stafford against the Rams. The Rams have Aaron Donald, Robert Quinn. They're going to be tearing you up. You're going to be looking kind of like this lady here. Your team's not a man, it's a woman this week. That's right, I'm calling Harrison to tear down Alex Curnut. That's right, I think Tom Brady will do better against the Bengals than Matthew Stafford will against the Rams. And I don't think your other players, Alex, like Jordy Nelson or Terrell Pryor, can quite match up with Jamal Charles. I think Jamal Charles has a big week this week for the Chiefs. And Alshon Jeffrey, he's overdue for a huge game. I'm giving Harrison the comfortable victory, 99 to Alex's 83. That's right. I'm picking Harrison May to pick up a big win this week. Thumbs up to you, Harrison. Our next matchup is Dylan Ratliff against Rich Sozy. Dylan is the youngest guy in our league, but Rich is the more experienced older guy in the league. And that gave me an idea, I had a little idea. I said, can experience outweigh youthful vigor? Can the experience of Rich take down, maybe the inexperience of Dylan here? But you know what? I looked at the lineups and, I just had to say, yeah, Rich, you can't do it. Wow, what a lineup for Dylan this week. His matchups are great. That's right, fist bump to Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger is going up against the Dolphins defense. The Dolphins have an awful secondary. You know, they're going to try to do some sort of blitz against him. He's going to say, He's going to be throwing to Antonio Brown for a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell for a touchdown. That's double points for Dylan this week when that happens. And you know what? I'm giving you the kiss of death, Rich. That's right, you're going to get demolished this week. I like Dylan 125 to Rich's 99. Sorry, but your experience here does not match up because the touchdowns are going to be raining down for the Pittsburgh Steelers this week. So you can go ahead and take it to the bank, put an exclamation point on it, put a BAM on it. You're going to be thinking, what just happened to my fantasy team? Because guess what? You're going down. All right, so our next matchup is Christian May against Nick Mowry. You know, Nick Mowry's kind of the disappointment of the league. You know, he hasn't done much. You know, he's won in, 4? You know, he's only won one matchup. That was against me when my team was having a lot of injuries. I didn't have any real big opportunities to pick people up off the waiver wire. And, you know, his team has just not done it this year. You know, Christian, on the other hand, you know, his team is really performing. He's been, you know, either in the top 3 in points every week. So, sorry, Nick, but you're going down again. That's right. The only music you're going to be hearing is the music of sadness and despair after your team gets crushed this week. That's right. Christian 102, Nick 83. Sorry, not sorry. Your team is going to be 1-5. Yep. All the big screens around town are going to have your scoreboard on it, Nick, and guess what? You lost. All right, so Creston against Zach Siefke. This is our matchup of the week. You know, Zach was recently talking trash about me. I said the Falcons have the best offense in the league. And you know what he said? He said that the experts don't know what they're talking about. They're full of it. They had a good week, but guess what? All these experts are idiots. I said, dude, I just said it. They're the best offense in the league. You called me an idiot? And guess what? I'm going to show you who the real idiot is. That's right. I am a football expert, and guess what's going to happen? You think you have Aaron Rodgers and you're going to roll over my team? No. I've got Russell Wilson. He's coming back, and guess what? He's going to tear up the Atlanta defense. That's going to be a high-scoring game, and my team is taking it to the bank. He's having a huge week this week. Yeah, that's right. Ben Roethlisberger, like I said earlier, going against the Dolphins secondary. The Dolphins are going to get crushed. That's right. I'm picking Ben Roethlisberger to have a huge game. 2 touchdown passes to Antonio Brown. You know, he's going to have a great game. Antonio Brown will probably have 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. You know, Arian Foster's coming back this week. He's going to have a huge game. You know, you just can't handle this, Zach. You can't handle this. You don't know what even is going to hit you. You're going to get bammed right to your face. When I tear you up this week, that's right, I'm picking me. I'm going to have 160 points this week, and you're going to have 62. That's right, I'm going to beat you by 98. That's right, thumbs up to me. Thumbs up to me. That's right, the birds are going to be flying by you. You're going to be like, you know, you're not going to win. You're going to be a laughing stock of the league. People are going to look at your score and just laughing because you lost by almost 100 points. That's what I'm talking about. The music of despair for you, Zach.